Yo, what's up? What's going on, yo? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story time for y'all, man. Another story time. Y'all see that I'm still, you know what I'm saying, in this facility or whatever, doing my rehabilitation thing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my body back where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely health over everything. You know what I'm saying? And your health is your wealth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get myself back together, back in order, where I can like make sure that I'm good every day. I don't have no questioning about how I'm gonna perform throughout the day or nothing like that. But let's get off that. Look, this situation right here, this story is going to be stating back when I was going through Burlington County Jail. But I had a situation with them where I was actually suing them from them jumping on me. They say that I excited a riot inside of the county jail. And this is when they had the chow hall open and everything. You know what I'm saying? They said that I started excited a riot, and they ran in, and these people sprayed me, maced me, jumped on me, knocked teeth out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Scarred me up. Had all different type of indictments in my face. I'm blinking. I'm like having these jitters and all this. Like they had messed me up. They had messed me up real good. I mean, like I think it was something put on me where they was trying to get to me anyway. They was trying to get with me about something. And I thought that this was their proper time for them to go ahead and send that blitz in. And they did that bullshit to me. I'm saying. But in the midst of me going through this lawsuit with them, I'm coming in and out of the jail system. Like, I'm outside in the free world, get into some trouble, I go back to the county. Now, this time when I came through and they see that it's me, hold on, I'm trying to find something so I can prop this phone up. Hold up, man. Well, yeah, they see that it's me or whatever, and I'm coming through processing, booking or whatever, and they like, yeah, this white right here, man, y'all know what's going on with him, where we're gonna put him, like what's going on with. They're like, let's see what the captain is talking about. So they step off, leave me in the cell down there in Holden, and they go see what the captain is talking about, exactly like where they choose to place me, what they're going to do or whatever. And right next to me, they had a cell full of women that was getting shipped off to Atlantic County Jail. Atlantic County Jail. And this is in South Jersey. And this is where they send the females that's supposed to be getting locked up in Burlington County. They sending them to Atlantic County to go to court from there, do their time. This is where they're actually holding the females, you know what I'm saying, from Burlington County. Now, hold on, let me take this off. So they speak to each other and they come up with a plan. Since I'm suing the jail and I don't need to be around none of their officers in BCJ and Burlington County Jail, they're going to send me out to Atlantic County Jail, bro. They're about to send me to Atlantic County Jail. I don't know nothing about Atlantic County Jail. I don't get locked up in those shore points or nothing like that. I don't be that far down South Jersey to be getting locked up in Atlantic City. You know what I'm saying? I don't be around cats in that area doing stuff to be locked up down there, but they about to send me down there. And they saying that I'm gonna be on the next thing smoking. I'm jumping in the van, you know what I'm saying, with the ladies that's going to Atlantic County. I'm going with them. I'm like, all right, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 40 minutes go past. They got the transfer people ready. They coming through with their little shackles, handcuffs and stuff in this little crate. They coming through, they hitting the door and telling them, yo, open up such and such cell, whatever. They getting the ladies together. And they're like, yo, they got somebody going with us. They got a male going with us. I'm like, yeah, one male. He in that cell right next door to him. His name White. Like, we sending him too. And he's like, what? What's going on with him? And he started walking over to the officer speaking low. And he talking to him, basically telling him like, yo, yeah, he got a lawsuit with us or whatever. They don't even want this nigga around, whatever. So they sending me out. And then, yo, when we take this ride, I'm riding, I'm talking to the chicks along the way. Like, I'm sizing them up. I'm looking at the little chicks or whatever. And I can see that they've been running. They've been running for a minute. Some of them look kind of tired. You know what I'm saying? They look a little beat down. And I'm probably looking tired to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? But I'm talking to them, kicking, I'm laughing with them, asking how long they think they're going to be. They saying, oh, I'm only going to be in here probably like 2 months tops. Then I'm back out. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing you, Miz. I be seeing you in the hotels and all that, this and this. I'm like, all right, now I'm trying to see who these chicks is, see how I know them, where I remember them from, or whatever. But it kind of was what it was. We get to this jail. We get to this jail. We walking down these little long hallways. They done split us up. The ladies went one way. I went another way. And they bringing me into this booking area, bro. There's so much going on inside of booking. And I noticed that all the cells, the holding cells, they was packed with people that had beds, pillows, and everything. They stand there looking straight out. I'm looking at these motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, some like tourist attraction spot that just people just be getting locked up for anything? Like, you drunk, you come in here, you high, you step out on the hotel bill, you in the building. Like, I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? It just looked mad weird. I was like, yo, just the holding area just looked too crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? They had too much going on in there. And I'm looking like, yo, how am I supposed to be getting through this? Like, I'm saying, like, this is like a 3-day process. It looked like what they got going on, how slow that they're moving, and people just sitting back. There's guys yelling out of the cells, asking for bag lunches. They doing all this shit, so I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying? They can slide me into a cell that I'm in for probably like 5-6 hours before I even start speaking and asking what's going on, why I'm not going to the next cell, why medical ain't seeing me or nothing like that. I'm not doing that until after like 6 hours. Now I'm asking what's going on with me. Yo, this process took us, I would say 3 days. That process took us 3 days. Getting out of, going through Atlantic County Jail, you know what I'm saying, processing. I don't know if anybody sees this that's been there before or whatever and has sat there longer or ran through there way faster, but it took us 3 days to get through Atlantic County processing. You know what I'm saying? They had a bed in there. I had to sleep there on the floor, on the mat, had covers, had pillow, everything, eating every meal from this holding cell. And there was like 5 to 6 other people in there with me. Same shit applied. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I get through this, and they start walking us down to our dorms, bro. This is how the situation just gets worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? I get over into these dorms, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of cats, they all standing around, they watching TV or whatever, they watching raps. Niggas is from here, doing all this, rapping and all this. I come in, I'm checking, I'm like, all right. The officer told me what cell I had to go to. I see it's a 3-man cell, 3-man banger. You know what I'm saying? I come through, I'm in the middle part. I put my shit in there, like, boom. Niggas walk in, they talking about, yo, where you from? Where you from, fam? I'm like, yo, I'm from South Jersey too. Just not this far down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all know where Camden area is and all that, I'm closer near there. You know what I'm saying? They're like, Camden, CMD, yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm not from Camden. But that's the area right there. But I'm originally from North Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Plainfield, Newark and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to them like, yeah. Now, I'm noticing something about these niggas, you know what I'm saying? While I'm talking to them, like they standing there, they scratching and stuff like that, they talking, scratching me, like, yeah. Like, Newark, CMD, yeah. What? Yo, they like to have a child, I'm saying. You like your bag lunches and shit? Like, they doing all this. Now, I'm paying closely attention to what's going on. Every question got a scratch. You know what I'm saying? Anything they're inquisitive about got a little itch to it. They doing all this, scratching their face, neck, back, everything. Like, I'm like, yo, damn, like, this guy's just kind of crazy now. The nigga that was asking the question doing all the scratching, he done pushed about the cell. My other cellie comes into the cell right after him. And like, cause he came in while the dude was talking, then he left out, now he's coming back in. And I was like, damn, like, homeboy was doing a whole lot of scratching. What's going on? Like, what's going on in here, man, in this dorm or whatever? And he was like, oh man, he's scratching. He was like, well, what you don't know, man? I was like, hold up, like what? He's like, a lot of these people from under the boardwalk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these brothers, like people that get locked up, like a good amount of them, 50% of them, they be from under the boardwalk, bro. Like, And I was like, under the boardwalk. He was like, yeah, like they out in the streets, they live under the boardwalk. So a lot of these guys, they come in and they got scabies. Yo, as soon as he said that, man, as soon as he said scabies, it automatically put an ick to me. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is in here. We in here together right in front of each other. You scratching like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about insects that hide under your skin, behind your skin, coming out, popping out. You gotta scratch them. You gotta dry areas out to get them out, to kill them and all that. Y'all boys is riding with scabies. Atlantic County Jail, we having niggas from under the boardwalk that be coming into the jail with scabies. They'll get a scabies outbreak, had these niggas all in the dorms, but to put you in the dorm with them. And you don't got none of that. I didn't know nothing about it or none of that. But I'm around a whole bunch of niggas that's scratching. And then when I came out of the cell and I actually looked around at everybody had that everybody doing that. Everybody scratching, man. Everybody, yo, as soon as, like, I saw it happen, I went downstairs, I'm itching now because of that shit. Like, that shit crazy as hell, man. Look, I went to the door, and I'm looking out of the door, like, out of the block door. I'm looking out to see if an officer will go past. As soon as I saw some boom, 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 I'm banging on the door. They looking, they walking past, they smiling and walking past. I'm like, nah, hell no, man. I'm looking, I saw another crowd coming, and I think they was walking with a nurse and start hitting it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo. They pay attention to me, they come, they open the door. I said, look, I can't even be in here, man. All these dudes in here talking about they got scabies and stuff like that, or they might have them. This is like a scabies pod. Y'all gotta put me somewhere else, man. You're like, well, we gonna put you, we gonna mess around, we gonna go to the hole or something. Like, if you can't stand these doors, I was like, yo, I don't care. I was like, as long as I don't got scabies, you could put me wherever you need to put me. I'm like, bro, I didn't come in here with that. I'm not trying to leave with that. I'm not trying to be in the cell going through none of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can put me somewhere. Y'all gonna have to put me there now, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna walk up in here. Y'all gonna have to do that now, though. And they looking, and other officers looking at the other officers and like, hey, get the sarge, man. They calling us, I guess the sergeant's coming down the hall or whatever. These dorms look so weird. They so far apart and like it just look mad weird inside of the jail, man. They calling the sergeant. He comes and he's like, what's going on? And he like, tell him what you told me. I had to say the whole story over and down. I was like, F that, man. I don't want to be in none of these blocks that y'all got. I'm not trying to get scabies. I'm not trying to get no diseases from none of y'all or whatever bums y'all bringing them from under what boardwalk and none of that. I'm not trying to be in none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They locked me down. They put me in a hole, man. And all I did was just listen to how all the other people was coming to the hole and the fights that they were having. I can hear it from my cell as each person will come in, like getting locked up and coming back there to the area that they had me in or whatever, until they actually sent me off to court, which I had to take another ride back, all the way back to Rawlinson County. You know what I'm saying? From there, like, it's so crazy in the hassles that you gotta go through, the bullshit that you have to go through, you know what I'm saying, when you get locked up, or you put yourself in these type of predicaments when you find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. And the different places got different shit going on, man. You know what I'm saying? You can go to one county jail, it's Wild Wild West, or they so laid back and they getting trays from locals, diners and restaurants. I done been through that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I done been to jails. They got carpets, they got couches, they got machines for juices and coffee and stuff like that. They chilling, kick back. You know what I'm saying? Still smoking big boy Newports on deck and all that, like Black and Miles and all that, like. But you can get somewhere where they're pulling people off or under a boardwalk that's been under there and they're getting diseases from being in these different undisclosed places, and you can find yourself in some place just like Atlantic County Jail in New Jersey, in South Jersey, man, and have to go kicking up so you don't have to be around no guys that sit up there with a scabies outbreak inside the dorm, bro. It's crazy like that, man. It is. It's crazy like that, man. And that was my introduction to Atlantic County Jail. I get in there, and these boys there, like, it was, I met some good dudes in there, man. They said they was from back Maryland and all that. You know what I'm saying? I met some official dudes and all that. I mean, but just the scabies thing, overrode all of that, man. And I'll never forget. This your boy Big Miz from the Zoo, man. I'm just asking y'all to please give yourself a chance, man, out here in these streets, and don't do nothing stupid to find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. Cause like, come on, man, I was ducking scabies, bro. I'm ducking and dodging diseases. Come on, peace, y'all.